Hey there, folks. Oh my gosh, my shirt looks completely unironed. Right, anyway, I was listening to a sermon, a chat by someone from HDB this week, and it really impacted me, and I wanted to kind of share the essence of it quickly for you to think about this morning. And it was a passage based on the prodigal son, and more specifically, one moment of that passage. It's the passage where the father and the son embrace. So prior to that, the son has disappeared, spent frivolously, lived lavishly, and experienced what the world has to offer. Makes a mistake, realizes what he's done, and goes back, rehearsing his speech to the father. But the father runs. And there's lots of talks about, the poignancy of the father running. But the bit I wanted to focus on, as I said, was the hug, the embrace. And this chap was talking about the brambles. Sorry, that doesn't make any sense out of context. The guy that was talking is an artist, and he's done a bronze sculpture of the father and the son's embrace, and he's left it in his garden, and his garden's got overgrown, and round the garden there are brambles and thorns and stinging nettles. And out of this cacophony of spikiness and thorns arises this bronze bust of the father's embrace with his son. And he talks of a moment where a young fellow walks through his garden and stops and looks at this bust and realizes the point that his life is the brambles, and that his life is the mess, his life is the part he can't escape from, or thinks he can't escape from. But it's the sculpture of this embrace that changes that man's life. Or at least it changes that man's life for that moment, where he realizes that Jesus doesn't care what you've done. What he cares about is the ability to love you. And he loves you with an abundance greater than anything we can imagine, perceive, hold. The Christian faith isn't about, as this talk says about, isn't about no's and slaps and can't do's. The Christian faith is about being embraced by someone who loves you beyond measure. Today, as you wander off and do whatever you do in your day, walk in the certainty that you are loved, held deeply, favored among all, the apple of his eye. God is good, even in the darkest moments. And that moment where he reaches out to embrace you with all the love in the universe is yours. Have a cool day, and I will iron my shirt.